The trailer for episode 5 of the show has been released, and it's safe to say that it looks as though things are most certainly going to be going down, with it appearing as though a wedding is going to be underway and it seeming as though it's going to go sour. It resembles that of Game of Thrones Season 3 Episode 9. So with that, I thought I'd take a look at the books and give my theories and predictions to see how this could potentially play out, and if a red wedding is on the cards. So let's get into it. Here is Will There Be a Red Wedding in House of the Dragon Episode 5. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. Following on from what we saw unfold during the ending of Episode 4, we saw Rahenyra agree to marry Corlys Velaryon's son, Laenor, for a few different reasons. One was to repair the relationship between both houses after it was damaged once Viserys refused to marry Laenor. Another reason was to weaken the power that the Velaryons would hold if they were to separate, due to the fact that Laenor was going to be marrying the Sea Lord of Braavos. And the final one was to take the attention away from the gossip and rumours that were spreading around Westeros due to Rahenyra being spotted in a brothel with her uncle. In episode 5, it looks as though we're going to see the king approach Corlys and put forward the idea of their two children wedding. And judging by the trailer, it looks as though the wedding does go ahead. However, on the day of the ceremony, it looks as though chaos erupts. We've seen similar before in Season 3 Episode 9 of Game of Thrones when the Red Wedding occurred. We saw Robb along with the Stark family in attendance and their army being taken out by Lord Walder Frey, with the assistance of Lord Roose Bolton and with the promised protection from the Lannisters moving forward. This was due to Walder Frey's daughter originally being promised to be married to Robb. However, he had different intentions and wanted to be with Lady Talisa, breaking a promise that would have benefited the Freys. In House of the Dragon, have we seen anybody that has been promised Rahenyra and then the decision be changed? Well, no, not really. The closest we saw to a direct offering was that of Jason Lannister in Episode 3, where it appeared as though her father had spoken to him privately and arranged for them to at least meet with the idea of the marriage. In the trailer for Episode 5, it seems as though Jason Lannister walks into the feast that looks as though is going to occur after the wedding, and from there it all seems to kick off. It doesn't look as brutal, murderous, or as orchestrated as the Red Wedding, as it mainly looks like individuals that are getting involved in the unrest. In the novels, nothing like this occurs, and there was no eruption during the ceremony or afterwards, so it seems as though it's been done for television purposes. So taking the story that we've seen so far in the show, we could see this occur for a couple of different reasons. One reason could be down to the fact that they don't believe that Laenor Velaryon is a valid suitor and is a waste of a union of families, due to the fact that it's known that he prefers the company of men to women. So they know that he doesn't truly want to be in the relationship either, and that this is purely a benefit of two houses that are already closely aligned. The Lannisters, after once being offered the very idea of being sat on the Iron Throne alongside Rahenyra, could be outraged at the fact that this could be going ahead when it could have been them. Something that could further support this is due to the fact that in the trailer we also see a Lannister throwing Laenor Velaryon onto the table that was being dined on, showing that they were deliberately going after him, and the anger was towards him. We also saw Sir Joffrey Lonmouth being attacked. Sir Joffrey is an individual who's intimate with Laenor, so they could be targeting him as well, as they may know what their true relationship is like. Another reason could be down to the fact that the rumour and gossip of Rahenyra being spotted in Westeros with her uncle in the brothel could have reached a point of outrage and eruption. We saw how Alicent reacted when she thought she found out, and that was coming from one of her closest friends. In Episode 4, we saw the fact that the Westerosi people don't take kindly to Rahenyra being heir to the throne, and with the news getting out about what happened between herself and her uncle, we could see the outrage reach a climax and peak during the wedding. I don't think that there are going to be any major fatalities or deaths of any main characters during this wedding, and it won't be anywhere near as dangerous and devastating as the Red Wedding. But I do think it's going to allow and open up Rhaenyra's eyes to see the divide across houses, the people that are loyal to her, and the people that do not want her to ascend the Iron Throne. Another reason that I feel no major characters will be claimed during the wedding is because they are pivotal to the civil war that's brewing and the forming of the Greens and the Blacks. So whilst this wedding celebration may not go to plan, I don't think many lives will be claimed. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how this wedding plays out and the lasting damage that it's going to cause. So, there you have it. Will there be a Red Wedding in House of the Dragon Episode 5? If you want to see more videos on House of the Dragon, such as endings explained, theories and predictions, and character breakdowns, then click on the I button. Or alternatively, you can head over to my channel where you'll find them all. If you want to give me a show or movie that you'd like me to review, then head over to my Twitter, @brainpilot_, and tweet me what show or movie you'd like me to review next. And finally, if you'd like to see what I rate the latest movies that don't quite make the cut to getting a dedicated video, then head over to my Letterboxd profile. It's where I rate the latest releases in real time. Do you think there's going to be fatalities? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.